Good morning everyone. Today we will be doing an experiment on effects of various drugs on rabbit eye with the help of XFarm software. Now to see the various effects, first we have to know what are the different effects of drugs on rabbit eye. The drugs here we will determine are either myotics or mydriatics. Now, the muscles of the iris have dilator pupil and the sphincter pupil. Here there are dual nerve supplies and the parasympathetic muscarinic have stimulatory effects while the sympathetic have inhibitory effects on these muscles. Now, in case of parasympathetic drugs, they act through the M3 receptor in the eye. Now, the contraction of the pupil causes miosis and alters the relationship of the iris with the lens behind and the anterior chamber angle in front of the eye. They contract the longitudinal fibers of the ciliary body and cause the opening of the trabecular meshwork and increase the aqueous outflow. Further, they cause contraction of the circular muscles of the ciliary body, thus causing the zonules to relax and allows the lens to assume a more spherical shape, that is accommodation. Now the drugs in this, the mostly used drug as myotic is pilocarpine hydrochloride. Pilocarpine hydrochloride is a parasympathomimetic alkaloid that is obtained from the leaves of Pilocarpus. It is non-selective muscarinic receptor agonist. When applied topically, it is largely degraded in the cornea and only 3% enters into the aqueous. It is found as pilocarpine hydrochloride ophthalmic solution and it is given into the eye as eye drop, and we further observe the pupil diameter that causes either constriction or dilation. Now myotics causes little pupil and that is contraction, and mydriatic drugs causes the pupil to become a bigger one, that is the dilation of pupils. Next, let us come to mydriatics. Mydriatics are the agents that dilate the pupil and cycloplegics are the agents which causes paralysis of the ciliary body. The two classes of mydriatics that are available are adrenergic agonists and cholinergic antagonists. The drugs used are atropine, phenylephrine, etc. Now to perform the experiment, we open the XFarm software and here we open the experiment on effects of various drugs on rabbit eye. Here we will click on effect of different drugs on rabbit eye, and here to perform virtual experiment, click here. Now the window appears, and as I have given you the steps, here you can see the directions as well as the instructions. In the instruction column, the aim, overview, material, solution all are being written here. Now next, first what we have to do is, here see it is written click for new rabbit table. So here first we will go for the selection of drug. Now in each of the cases we will select or inject saline to one eye and compare the effect of drug into the another eye. So let us first select saline, inject drug into the suppose left eye. So saline has been injected to the left eye. Now see here, The active drug is written saline. Intraocular tension, this is low, normal and high. We can note down the intraocular tension from here. Now if we put on this torch, we will see whether it has any effect on the pupil diameter or not. Next we will put it off, and here there is touch cotton. See if there is any difference when you are touching the cotton or not. So we have to note down the observations. Now in the right eye, let us choose a drug, suppose atropine, and we will inject the drug to the right eye. So see, here we are getting the intraocular tension. Put the torch on and off, write down the observation, touch cotton, write down the observation. So after this we can complete the table that we have. I have given you a table in the Word document, and you write the table. The table is a bit bigger there, and you write the table as you note down the intraocular tension, light reflex, yes or no, corneal reflex, yes or no. Only write it as yes or no, and intraocular tension as low, normal or higher. And write the observe the pupil diameter as before and after it has increased or decreased. So after this you click on, again you require a new rabbit as your experiment with one drug has got completed. Now this is click on new rabbit. Again you choose saline, you inject it to the left eye, and you inject next drug, suppose ephedrine, you inject it to the right eye, and you observe the differences. So we can visibly see here, see in case of saline the diameter of the pupil has not changed, but in case of ephedrine, here the active drug is ephedrine, the pupil diameter has increased. You put the torch on, you see the diameter is constricting. That means in the table you write light reflex yes or no. So in this case you see the light reflex to be yes. Similarly, you touch cotton and you see whether there is any change in the diameter or not. So the animal is blinking. That means there is corneal reflex after you touch the cotton. You write again yes, yes. So this is with ephedrine and saline. Similarly, you again go on, click for new rabbit. You select saline, inject drug to the left eye, and into the right eye you select, suppose, physostigmine. Okay, now you can here see or observe that in case of saline the pupil diameter remains unchanged, whereas in case of physostigmine the pupil diameter has become very small. That means it is exerting miotic effect. So here we can see that the right eye shows miotic effect. Thus we can say that the intraocular tension here is, see, it is between low to normal. We can write it as low. The intraocular tension in case of saline is normal. Let us put the torch on. See, it is showing light reflex. Here it is not showing anything. Here the pupil diameter becomes more constricted. Next let us touch cotton. Okay, the eye blinks, that is there is corneal reflex. So with this we come to the conclusion that physostigmine shows miotic effect on the eye of rabbit. Similarly, you again click on new rabbit and you select saline, select and inject saline to the left eye, and to the right eye you select a different drug and note down the intraocular tension, the light reflex and the corneal reflex on the eye. So the Word document that has been given to you, you note it down, you note the observations down in that Word document, and you complete your practical in this manner. You upload the observation table into your Google form that has been given to you. I hope it will be clear. If you have any problem, you contact me. So with that, we come to the end of the study of various drugs and their effects, that is miotic effect or mydriatic effect on rabbit eye. Thank you.